All right, here we are.
And here we are. Welcome to the first
episode.
Ever, episode of the Just Dandy podcast.
Just Dandy. I'm Andy.
I'm Dan. Together,
we're Just Dandy.
We're Just Dandy.
As we were saying,
Yes.
download Mobile Strike from the App Store. But like, he totally doesn't need to do that.
No, absolutely not. I mean, like, you figured like all the money from like being in all those movies.
But like, he's still making.
Well, he's also governor, and he was.
Is he governor anymore?
No, you're not allowed. He wasn't in movies because he was governor. Like, it's like a rule.
Well, yeah, he got the nanny pregnant, and then, right?
Well, no, like you can't. He couldn't like lawfully be, and like he would be ignoring his responsibilities.
Oh, true. That makes sense.
Yeah, so he couldn't be in anything, even if he wanted to be. So like,
good governor.
I mean, I don't know. I don't live in California. Any Californians listening?
Let us know.
Write it in the comments.
But like, when did the new Terminator movie come out? That was like 2 years ago. Genesis.
Okay.
Right?
Was he in it?
Yeah.
Oh, he was. Okay. I keep remembering the one where Christian Bale goes off on the set, and it's like one of my favorite freak out videos.
Well, that was the fucking weird. Wasn't that like Revelations or something? Or like
no,
Revolution. Salvation. I don't think I ever saw that one.
I don't know. I'm just doing my job. Oh, good for you.
No, the best.
That's my favorite one.
The best one was Mel Gibson's. I forget what fucking movie it was, but he just starts screaming, and there's slurs, and everybody was like, "Mel Gibson, you're a bad man."
Is it that? Or like, I'm pretty sure it's. There's also the Bill O'Reilly.
Fuck it.
What does that say?
What is that? I can't.
There's no words on there. I like that a lot. Like that's.
Fuck it.
We'll just do it live.
We'll do
it live. He
live.
gets up in like a justice tie and like he angrily sits down. And he's like, and now here's Sting with a cut off his new album. Take it away. And then they cut his mic.
Fuck!
You can see him going nuts in the background as they pan away. It's great.
Well, it's just like what. I want to see that from like his perspective. Like I want to see the monitor and just be like, what the fuck is that actually? It's like how bad. It's like how do you fuck up a teleprompter? Like I feel like it really isn't that hard to do.
I mean, it's not. It shouldn't be, but then like I don't know. Like it should be an easy job to like just type a script out, and most of the time you know what you're gonna say unless it's like pretty like breaking news like within the hour or so.
Yeah.
Then maybe, but most of the time you know you're gonna report on like we're gonna send it over to whoever with this, and like here's this guy with sports.
Here's fucking John Smith,
and we're sending it over to Ollie Williams with the AccuWeather forecast.
It's going rain.
Ain't going. Thanks, Ollie. I don't know. Family Guy's bad now.
I haven't watched it in I don't know
either.
how long.
It's jumped the shark. So
it got like, it's just weird because the best way someone described it's like.
I mean, my biggest gripe with it, like off the top of my head, is that when I stopped watching it, it's not that it was necessarily bad, but it was getting annoying that they would do a joke or like a bit, and it would go on for like way too long. So like an episode's only like 20-ish minutes with commercials and stuff.
But then like the bits were
so that the bit's like a 4-minute bit, like a throwaway gag of like the Conway Twitty bit where it happened like 6 times, or like the chicken fight's like 5 minutes, and like it's a fourth of the episode is this one thing, and it's like some of it is funny the first time. Like the first chicken fight was funny when I saw it.
The first couple were pretty good.
It kept coming off guard because I didn't expect it to keep coming back. But then it hits a point where it's like, okay, like this is enough. Like it seems like you don't have any ideas left. But I mean, I don't know if I could do better on a weekly basis. But I feel like they're supposed to be professionals, and like I don't know. I mean, it is what it is. But
what is it that like everybody said that all the characters just got like super stereotypical to what they were? Like Stu actually wasn't like this evil mastermind. He's like actually just a gay baby now. And like
that's probably
Chris
true.
Is just an idiot. Like Meg's just the butt of all the jokes. Peter's just an idiot. Lois is just annoying. And like
Peter.
And like that's how it went. And like they all just fit the mold. And it's like this isn't like I like the first couple seasons. Like the first 3 seasons were really good. Like the old ones.
There's a couple ones that really make me laugh. Like think it back. I can't think of any off the top of my head. There's a lot of really good ones. Good moments. I can't like. Yeah, no. Like I can't. If you were like my favorite episode of Family Guy, I couldn't tell you off the top of my head.
But I've seen
some that I definitely
most of
make
them.
me laugh. I do like American Dad way better, so it's not an anti-Seth MacFarlane bit.
Well, that's like I haven't watched enough of it, but I do feel like I like it more than Family Guy.
Oh, Roger cracks me up. You got Wheels and Leg Man, classic.
Wheels and Leg Man. Yeah. Favorite cartoon ever.
Of all time?
Of all time.
It's tough. I don't know. I mean, top 5. I do it.
Let's do top 5.
In no order. SpongeBob's definitely on there. If you're going, are we going kids or is like any cartoon? Like
any cartoon.
So like The Simpsons and SpongeBob. Would be
any cartoon that was on television.
Wow.
Or like Netflix or anything. If there was like any good ones on Netflix.
I mean, I like SpongeBob, and I will say that it has the down seasons at the end. But I think some episodes are like there's some bad ones, but overall, even when they say it's been worse, it's just been average because it was so good before that. Like,
well, I feel like the first 6 or 7 seasons are
up
just
to the first
solid.
movie is really good, and then after the movie, it's like The new movie, I don't really remember it now.
I don't think I ever saw the new movie.
I saw it in theaters. It was weird.
The first one was fucking great though. It's just fucking David Hasselhoff. I'm David Hasselhoff.
It's-
Who are you?
It's him and Dave, right? Not David. Well, it's Dennis.
Dennis,
Yeah, it's like
the bounty hunter.
Plankton. Yeah, he's like, hey, who blew this bubble? All double bubble babies will be beaten senseless by all equal body patrons in the bar.
You don't need a license to drive a
That's right.
sandwich.
There were men in that movie, and then Mindy was never seen again. And then there's like 2 versions of King Neptune, not in the movie, but
Well, in like the show.
the show. There's the one from one of my favorite ones, a very underrated one, where they go to the jellyfishing convention or like the convention or whatever, and like there's the spatula and like the stone, and it's supposed to be like King Arthur,
Yeah.
and like he pulls the spatula out, and then King Neptune comes. That's a great one.
Yeah, he's supposed to be. He makes him really buff. Like he's absent.
Because they have a cook-off, and then like Neptune makes a million sandwiches to his one, and then like all of his tastes like shit, and then like SpongeBob makes
amazing.
one, and they're like, oh wow, that was so good. I think I'll eat it a second time. And the crowd's like, oh. That's a good one. But I think it's SpongeBob. Top of my head is just like I loved Invader Zim when I was a kid. I have not watched.
They're bringing that back.
There's a movie.
Yeah, the movie.
I will watch it. I haven't seen the show in forever. I do love the Christmas special where he plays fake Santa and he kidnaps everybody and puts them in the North Pole. It's a good one. I mean, in terms of like the more adult ones, I mean, I'd probably go Simpsons because like it's very super quotable and super like there's so many episodes. I haven't seen any of the new one. I can't comment on the quality of the.
But there's just a ton of them.
No, there's a ton. Every time I do the marathon, I'll sit down and I'll watch, like, especially right at the beginning, I'll watch most of the ones. I'll set reminders for, like, you get your Mr. Plow episode.
Well, like, didn't FX...
Yeah.
They, like, didn't it take, like, 4 days?
It's a week. It's literally, like, a week. There's, like, 500 episodes. It's insane. Other cartoons. I mean, there's a lot of, like, old Nick shows that I liked, but I have no idea how they would be, like, if I put it on right now. And watched it again. Like, I don't like off the top. Rocko's Modern Life probably would be funnier now than it was. From what I hear, Ren and Stimpy would probably be funnier too.
Yeah, I feel like we get Ren and Stimpy a lot more.
Yeah.
I think I got 5.
I wasn't 5. I only named 3, but you can go ahead.
No. Did you say SpongeBob, Invaders Zim,
Simpsons? Yeah, that's all I said.
Oh, okay. You didn't count.
The other ones weren't counting. Yeah,
Continue.
because
I'm sorry.
Like
those young Cartoon Network shows.
Oh, Ed, Edd and Eddie. Oh no, actually, Courage the Cowardly Dog and Ed, Edd and Eddie. That's my 5. I love those shows, my kids. Courage cracks this shit. It made me like it was so weird when I was a kid, but it still makes me like it's like laugh and like be really like what
really
the fuck is
uncomfortable.
This? Especially the one with the "You've been naughty." Like it's like her like cousin or something or brother, and he comes and like shaves him.
Return the slab.
Return the slab.
That like actually scared the shit out of me.
And
like,
suffer my curse.
That like actually kind of scares me now.
I don't want it. What? What are you selling?
We don't want it.
The things I do for love.
Oh shit.
I don't know. Like those 5. That's off the top of my head. There's probably other ones that would like squeak in. Like I do like BoJack Horseman. That's on Netflix right now.
I haven't like watched that full thing. Like I've seen like episodes of it, but I haven't.
There was one joke that really made me laugh. Was when he was on a game show hosted by the one other character. There's one character is like Mr. Peanut Butter is the adult, like the joke character. He's like a comic relief.
Yeah.
And he's like hosts the game show, and like BoJack's the contestant, and he's versus Daniel Radcliffe, and like he went like he was. It's like just let Daniel Radcliffe win. He's more famous than you. And then like he gets pissed off, and he wins. Like BoJack wins instead. And then they're like, all right, this is for charity, double or nothing. And like Daniel Radcliffe was like a douche to him backstage. So it's like, who is the star of the Harry Potter movies? And then they're like, he's like, I don't really know. And he's like, what are you doing? It's for charity. And he's like, Elijah Wood. And he gets it wrong on purpose. And like, there's it's like, I think it's like a $10,000. And he's like, that's incorrect. And a big fire pit opens and they drop all the money in the fire pit. In the fire pit on stage. I laugh every time I see it because it's just like, oh no. And then everybody like boos him. But like, I think that's the end of the episode. But I laughed at that one. It was good.
I think it was like a Reddit thread. It's like that whatever they end that show, he's just going to walk into a bar and the bartender's going to be like, oh, why the long face? And the entire series is going to be an elaborate a horse walks into a bar joke.
I mean, he's been in bars multiple times, but like, I mean...
That's how they'll end it, though. That is like the last...
You think that's the final joke? I mean, I think he's going to kill himself when it ends. No, he's like... It's like really like serious at points, and then it's also really funny at times, too.
Yeah.
Like, there's a big gap between the two. Like, sometimes it's, like, funny as shit when he stole the cookies for, like, the muffins from, like, the Navy SEAL. And, like, he was an actual SEAL. And then, like, he went on the news and he's like, why would he need to eat all 6 muffins? Something like at once. And he's like, because I hate myself. That's how you want me to say. Something like that. Oh, South Park. Back to the shows. I love South Park.
I haven't seen any of the new season, though. I heard it was good.
The newest one?
Like the newest one.
The Trump one?
No, it was the whole thing with the fucking girls are equal to guys and like
Garrison's Trump.
Yeah. But then Kyle's dad was the fucking
the troll.
Yeah. That's like that was I saw the first like 3 episodes and like that was it.
Your favorite shows, and then I gotta ask you your favorite episodes of just certain shows. Good.
Top 5. We're going to go Batman the Animated Series.
Not bad.
We're going to go Spider-Man the Animated Series. Okay. We're going to go Animaniacs.
Animaniacs is good. That's coming back.
They're apparently bringing it back.
Steven Spielberg's back on too.
And if they bring back all the original voices.
Now, I'm hoping that... is it going to be just the Warner Brothers and their Warner sister Dot? Or will it be...
I hope they just bring everybody back.
Or it's going to be the whole thing with the Good Feathers and, Pinky and the Brain.
Pinky and the Brain and...
G-Brain.
What was the dog's name in the little girl?
With the boy. I don't know. I know Slappy's the squirrel.
Slappy's a squirrel, and then there's like the little... But the best part...
It's the baby with the dog, and it's like...
the girl who always called her mom lady.
Yeah.
She's like, okay, lady.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm your mother. That's 3. Oh, fuck.
Nice lady. That's not that.
I'm trying to think. Probably...
I mean, those are 3, like... geared towards like young adults. I don't know if you have any that are like you watch now. I'm trying to think of anything that's like on Adult Swim.
Oh, if we're going fucking...
Well, you said everything counted because like I would divide it in half normally.
I mean, if we're going Adult Swim, then I'm gonna fucking say.
I mean, there's all time. I mean, Adult Swim. You have Aqua Teen off the top of my head.
I'll say Harvey Bird.
Harvey Birdman.
Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law.
I have the game for that on Wii.
Is it good? I was looking at it.
I don't remember it at all. I remember there was one thing that made me laugh. It was like a lobster in the safe. It's like, it's the only evidence we need. And like, playing Phoenix Wright, where like the evidence is somewhat like makes sense. All the evidence in that game is just like, it's just nonsensical. So like, I played it for a little bit. But that's only 4.
I'm trying to think. Like, I don't know if I go like... I'm gonna say Scooby-Doo, but like the original one.
Scooby-Doo is good too. I did love Scooby-Doo.
Like the Hanna-Barbera.
Yeah, not the Be Cool Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, the shit that was on Boomerang. Because I always used to watch it as a fucking kid.
Oh, I did like the Hanna-Barbera shows. Flintstones.
They had the fucking Godzilla that was Hanna-Barbera.
Didn't
The
they?
Godzuki. Little fucking...
What the fuck was this vanilla gorilla? Or the fuck is it?
Fucking...
The purple gorilla.
Fuck. I just watched this. He was on Harvey Bird. It was, Magilla Gorilla.
Oh, Magilla Gorilla. I remember the Boomerang commercial. I never had the channel, though. Alright, yeah, so then your favorite episode of South Park, I guess we'll go.
Of South Park.
I know what mine is easily. Top of my head. And I'll start with mine if you'd like.
What's yours?
Mine's the one where Randy, they have the Little League Baseball.
Oh, he fucking fights
And he fights all the dads because then he's like Rocky, and he has to beat Bat Dad, and it's like, I'm here with South Park. They're going up against Denver in the big game. Mr. Marsh, what do you have to say? And then like Bat Dad comes and he's like, Mr. Marsh. Who wants to hear from a Mr. Marsh? And then he's like, I want you, Marsh. And then he like gets pulled away from him, and then he like fights him, and then he like falls into he's like, you're about to get Bat Dadded, and he jumps off the stands and he misses him. And like, you're gonna get disqualified if you keep fighting. And then he gets them all like kicked in because they're all trying to lose the whole time. That's my favorite one.
I have to say, like, off the top of my head, like, right off, it's either the one with the fucking Peruvian pan flute band with all the guinea pigs, or the
I'm so startled.
Shelly, say hi to the camera, Shelly. Or the
That's a good one,
the Woodland Critter Christmas.
Okay.
Because like that one was, I remember watching it and I was like, I don't know where the hell they're going with this like episode. It's like, we're giving birth to the Antichrist, and it's like, oh.
I mean, like that shit. There's so many. Like, there's a lot of good ones. There's one when they go to the Pioneer Town. They can't break character. One that makes me laugh. And it's like they break in. They only steal Whoppers for some reason. It's like they steal 4 Whoppers. You just want your gut. Like something like that. But it's all that they all can't break. All the pioneers in the Pioneer Village can't break character. So they're like, what's the password to the safe? Like something like that. I don't know what you're talking about, mister. Something like that. And you're like, God damn it. They get all pissed. But I'm trying to think. Since you brought up holiday special, your most memorable or favorite holiday or Christmas special or like any other holiday?
Oh, favorite holiday, like.
Doesn't have to be Christmas or like.
What's your favorite holiday special?
Yeah, I guess in general.
Like of a TV show or like A Year Without Santa Claus.
Now, we can save that for a Christmas episode.
Could say that. Well, like if we're doing like straight TV shows,
doesn't count as like the ones because like obviously I would say something like the Heat Miser, Snow Miser, whatever that one's called.
Yeah, I think that is Year Without
That
Santa
is
Claus.
yeah, that one or like the Rudolph one or like those ones. So like that doesn't count because it's not a
Mr. Sun.
Damn it, Mr. Copyright infringement.
I would probably say. I would probably say the SpongeBob one, like the first one where they try to bring Christmas.
Oh, that's what he's saying. There's only one though, right?
I thought there was 2.
I don't remember the other one. Oh, there is. It's like claymation. Yeah. It's like,
but the first one where like
the first one is my very first Christmas to me when they sing the song.
And then Squidward plays Santa Claus,
and then the actual Santa comes at the end. Spoilers.
Spoilies.
Best Christmas specials. I mean.
That's like I can't think of any. Like that's the only one that jumps out.
I remember that one. I mean, because that one's like on usually still, like even out of season.
They'll still play it.
I mean, you have your Treehouse of Horror episodes.
Yeah, well, there's also like 30 of them.
The one that I like a lot is it's really somewhat relevant. It's when Kang and Kodos take over the president. It's like they're Bob Dole and I think it's Bob Dole and somebody, and then like it might be it's Reagan or Kennedy or Nixon. I don't know. Whoever it is. They take over the bodies, and then like they're like, you fools! It's your something. You only have a 2-party system, and it's like, well, I'll just vote for an independent, and then the alien, and then he's like, sure, throw your vote away. So then, like, they elect the one alien as president, and then, like, they're all enslaved. And then Homer's like, Don't blame me. I voted for Kodos. So he's the other alien who wins. That one gets me. That's a good one, but that's the only one I really, really remember.
Yeah, that's like...
I mean...
And I'm trying to go through, like, cartoons, like... I mean, I know, like, they had to, like... There was totally, like a Fairly Odd Parents
totally
Christmas
Rocket Power. Oh, the Fairly Odd Parents one's really wishes. I wish it was Christmas every day. And then they're like, on the 15th day of Christmas, pants, and then there's something that's like that. I mean, I'll talk about a show. When you want to say a show is bad later on, Fairly Odd Parents, holy shit,
got bad,
and it quick. And
well, did you see the new shit?
Oh, like Poof is like where it's like it's at that point where it's still watchable, but then it's like the dog and it's worse. And then their next door neighbor, and now it's unwatchable.
Now they share the fairies.
Yeah, sometimes the girl next door.
I stopped watching.
I saw one of it because like the theme song's worse.
Yeah, they changed the theme song. That was like I saw that.
The redub is worse by a lot. And it's rest in peace. It's like that was good. I mean.
Well, like like I said, I would say up until Poof, like whatever that movie was.
Everyone, trivia question: who was the voice of Poof in his only non-Poof words that he says?
What did he say?
He's like, no, not what he said. Who was the voice of him?
Oh, who voices him?
Yeah, I'll tell you what he says, but you'll probably get it. It's like, yo, Timmy Dog, man, you really did a great job saving the day, man.
Randy Jackson.
It is Randy Jackson. It's
no shit, really?
Yeah, it's in the live action movie where Drake Bell and Victoria Justice's sister on Victorious, not her actual sister.
Yeah, they play like,
Danielle Monet actually.
Yeah. Well, that was like an out there.
I thought Drake Bell was an okay, like he kind of looked like him.
I like the concept, but it was just like, what?
There's 3 of them, 2. There's at least a second.
There's 2 live action.
There's at least 2.
Poof was in that?
Yeah, they're CG'd in.
I know Cosmo and Wanda were in.
Yeah, Poof talks at the end. He says his first words, and he's like, "Yo, Timmy Dog, yo, dog." So it's literally Randy Jackson. Like Nickelodeon loved Randy Jackson. He was on iCarly that time. Like not him. It was like, I got the Randy Jackson cologne. Smells tight, dog. Or that was on iCarly.
I liked iCarly. There was the one like
Drake and Josh was the best one. They got all progressively worse. I can't comment on any of them on now, but iCarly was good still.
Victorious was okay.
Victorious had its spot.
I like the characters on Victorious though, because they were all just like.
I liked the teacher a lot. I did like the guy who looked like Andy Samberg, and
the dude with the puppet.
Yeah, Robbie. Yeah.
Yeah, the guy with the puppet, and then the goth girl was really funny because she was just like shit on people.
She was just really mean.
And then it's like Ariana Grande's Ariana Grande, so she was dumb, but
she was dumb. She's hot. No comment.
There was the one I see it on Twitter sometimes. It's like on iCarly, like Spencer's in the elevator with an ostrich and the smoothie. They're like, "What do you have there?" And he's like, "A smoothie." And it's like, wait, what is this?
No, it's funny because he was the best character on iCarly. Spencer was, and I thought the teacher might have been the best character on iCarly or Victorious, and then they met in like the crossover episode.
Well, didn't
But it was weird because they had the crossover, but then Victoria Justice was also Shelby Marks in the thing where there was the MMA. And they're like, you look a lot like. I think they made the joke at least.
I forget.
I know they all take place in the same universe.
They
talking about Dan Schneiderverse.
The Schneiderverse.
The Schneiderverse. They're all apparently.
Well, wasn't Drake Bell in one of the episodes of iCarly? And it was like.
No, I don't know if he is, but I know that they go to Neville's like asylum, and Crazy Steve's one of the inmates, and like he says is whatever the cock-a-doodle-doo, the cow says moo bit, like he does that with Spencer like in there at the same time, but he's like masked, so like it's all in the same universe, which is weird.
They did that. I saw whatever like show that like. Whatever came after Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
Sweet Life on Deck?
Yeah, when they were on the boat. The girl that was on that has like a show on Disney Channel, and like she had to go to the Tipton for something, and then she meets Mr. Mosby, and like after like the bit they talked, he's like, yo, Cody, like I swear to God, this girl looked exactly like this other whoever the girl on the boat was. It was like it was uncanny, it was fucked up, and then everybody was like. This makes me happy.
Yeah, like I mean, they can't ignore it. Like a show, like there was a TV special, like in terms of Victoria Justice thing. Like, there was a whole thing.
Yeah.
She fought her for charity, and then, like, I think she was the only one to ever beat her because she just ran around for 30 minutes or 30 seconds. I fight Shelby Marks.
Like I said, there was like that had some episodes, and like that was.
I couldn't tell you any of them.
I couldn't tell you any of them, but they were like entertaining enough.
I know some of the jokes still, like Mr. Howard eats pants, just because he says, "Who wrote this? Who wrote this lie?" I just like that line. Who wrote this lie? He has the same kind of humor in every single show that he's ever made, pretty much.
There's apparently, and I don't know how confirmed this is. Jeanette McCurdy, there was like one episode of iCarly, you could see her moving it. Like
That's not true.
There's apparently boobage.
That's not true.
I don't know how true it is. Like I said,
It's absolutely false. I know what you're talking about. It's absolutely false.
I don't think I've ever seen the video. I feel like I've seen like the post on Twitter where they have the gif of it. And it's like you're kind of pushing it. You're pushing the envelope, but
it's not true.
She's also really good looking.
Yes,
but like, I think Spencer, whoever plays fucking. Whatever his name is, he's still on TV shows.
Jerry Trainer. He's funny as shit. He should have like been in something else. He's in that other show with the alien kid. I don't know
like there's one that's on like right now, I think, or it was like on like a couple years ago.
I don't remember what it's called, but he was the dad on that with something. I don't know if he was an alien.
But it's like he was playing like, and that was the thing. It's like whoever Spencer was like, oh, he's like 20 something years old. Like he was like actually like 40.
Is he that old?
He's pretty old.
That sucks.
Because, like, he was old on Drake and Josh, and Drake and Josh ended in, like...
true. He was on...
2009?
He was on for most of the series.
That was one of them. The one with Kimbo Slice. That, actually, I take that back. The Drake and Josh Christmas special. I'll put the... Because Kimbo Slice was in that.
The one with... Where they have to... It's like they get arrested, and they have to, like, give them Christmas?
They have to, like... There's, like, the orphans or something. And Josh goes to jail with Kimbo Slice.
Oh.
And then they break out or something.
Okay.
Rest in peace.
Rip
Kimbo.
Yeah, I die randomly too.
It was like a heart attack or something. It was like last year's fucking.
We just went from Christmas to a dead man. That's wow.
Last year's whirlwind of celebrity deaths.
Is that last year?
I think so.
Wow.
I don't think it was this year, but
no, I don't think so. Yeah, but that's not true though.
I liked them. Those were all good shows.
Yeah.
For like live action ones, like I never got really into like any of the Disney Channel ones.
I never really watched Disney as a kid or as a like now. I mean, I know some of the shows like you got Mickey Mouse. Like I've seen that. I've seen most of the older movies. But like I know they have like there was Hannah Montana. Like I knew the music.
Well, like I feel like we both have younger siblings, so we both watched that.
It was weird because Jackson's way older than she was.
Again, I think that was another one of those situations where he was like 30.
He was in his mid to high 20s at the time,
and they were like 15.
And they were supposed to be like teenagers. And then there was like that kid sucked. The young kid sucked. Not Oliver, the other one.
The little like the neighbor kid.
Rico.
His kid was a fucking twerp.
Twerp.
That's like the perfect word for him.
He has I'm sure he's a wonderful. I'll say he's a nice guy. He just has that look of.
He looks like a twerp.
He looks like he's gonna be like. I'm telling mom.
Yeah, 100%. Do you know Billy Ray Cyrus only wants to go by Cyrus now?
Why? Why can't he go like
fucking off the deep end?
Why can't he go BRC?
Brick.
Yeah, just call me BRC, dude. My achy breaky heart.
Achy bricky
heart.
Cyrus.
Yeah. Just call me Billy Ray. Why does he want to abandon all he's known and loved?
Well, like, where do you think you go from, like, you have to go through, like, he lived through the entirety of, like, the Hannah Montana, like, when she went all nuts for, or not, fucking, what's her name? Miley Cyrus.
Miley Cyrus, The Climb.
The Climb. When she went all wacky for a little while, it's like, how do you see that as a parent? It's like, ugh.
I approve.
It's like, alright, I support you, but, you know, you're doing some questionable shit.
That was weird.
Well, now she's like normal again. She just put out a new song.
She's not wearing a terrible, horrible mouse outfit and like fingering herself on stage,
which is a step in the right direction.
I mean, good.
I think she's dating the Hemsworth again.
No, the Hemsworth.
I forget what his name is. Liam
or
yeah.
Chris?
No, not Chris.
Yeah.
Who's ever not Thor?
Liam then. Tom Riddle. Oh no, not Tom. Tom Riddleston. What's the name of Loki?
Tom Hiddleston.
Is it Riddleston?
No, I think it's Hiddleston.
Hiddleston. Yeah, Tom Riddle's from Harry Potter.
Yo,
I don't know fucking anything about.
Apparently, Wonder Woman's getting good reviews.
It's true.
Like the pre-screenings that I was like reading on,
Women only.
That was weird. People got pissed about that, and I was like, this is excessive. But like I can't be bothered by this shit anymore.
A groundhog doesn't see a shadow, and people are offended. Andy, it doesn't matter anymore. Everything offends everybody somewhere.
But that was just like the first couple I like read on Reddit were like, oh my god, this movie's actually pretty good, and then some were like, this movie's fucking ass. Like they just didn't get any better. It's like the characters are okay, but like the villain sucks.
Gal Gadot looks like Wonder Woman, so I do like when they cast people that actually look.
She was really good in Batman vs Superman though. I really liked her.
I don't hate that movie. I think it's meh. I don't think it's like a 30%. I mean that's pushing it. I've seen way worse. Way worse. It's not like 30, 50 to 70. Like it should be like an average movie. Like I would watch it again. There's movies I've seen that I left and I was like, oh my god. Like the Fantastic Four reboot.
I never saw
is
that.
Fucking awful.
I watched the end of it.
It's the whole movie. That Doom's in the movie for as Doom.
And he's not even fucking Dr. Doom. He's some fucking little hacker.
No, he's not a hacker, thank God.
Wait, I thought he was a hacker.
He was, but at least he looked... I was actually okay with the Doom model. I saw him. He looked cool. And then they beat him in like 10 seconds.
I don't think Dr. Doom is literally one of like the best Marvel villains.
It upsets me because in terms of the MCU, like Fox has two of pretty much like in terms of like Earth themed, like to have the movies on Earth and not be in outer space, like not like the Guardians of the Galaxy, like it's all leading to like Thanos coming, but like on Earth, like two of the top three are Magneto and Doom, and they're both owned by Fox, so they have to. Marvel MCU has to go to space because they like are out of the villains that they could like widely market.
Well, that was like, it was so sad because my dad like loves Fantastic Four. That's like one of his favorite comic series. And like when that came out, he was like, "Oh, we're gonna go see it, right?" I'm like, "Dad, this movie's fucking god awful." And he was like,
"No, it was bad." It's the only movie I distinctly remember booing at the end. I actually booed in the movie theater, and I only paid $4 for it.
I got home one night, and it was probably like 1 o'clock in the morning, and the lights on in our living room, and he's watching it. And it's like the finale, and like I sat down next to him and finished watching it. And when it ended, he just shut the TV off. He was like, I'm fucking sad. He was like, that was god awful.
It was bad. Boy, was it bad. And it's like a 2-hour movie for just smooth numbers' sake. Hour 35 is like character introduction.
I also didn't like how they didn't give the Thing pants.
He is just a rock golem.
He always wore pants though.
The whole movie's fucking weird because if they wanted to make the Human Torch black, that's fine with me. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, I like the casting. They were like,
it's fine, but make the Invisible Woman black. Like, I don't care if you want to make them black. They don't have any root. Like, there's certain characters that you can't change, like the gender or like their race.
But like they're brother and sister.
So like they were adopted brother and sister in this movie. But like
at that point, it's like just
why are you adding like this creativity, like fucking bullshit, like. You're layering nonsense in.
Well, that's like my biggest thing with like how whatever Marvel does these days, like in the comics, it's like, oh, like I don't give a shit what they're doing, but it's like, oh, we're taking like Iron Man and she's now an 18-year-old college student that reverse engineered the Iron Man armor in her dorm room. I'm like, that's dumb as fuck. I'm like, I don't like that. Like Tony Stark is Iron Man. It's like cool. Like I really like Miles Morales as Spider-Man. Like I read a lot of those Spider-Man runs and I liked it, but it was like. I saw that and I was like, this is kind of silly.
I do know that, and he got shit for it. I don't know how I feel about his comments one way or the other, but I think it was the CEO of DC Comics said something like, well, we tried the diversity route in terms of like making like Green Lantern gay or making him like black or like this and that. Yeah. And all his comics sold like shit, so we're just gonna go back to like what we would do that sells. And it's like the normal like run of the mill. And like most of the superheroes for Marvel don't make sense because most of the fucking superheroes are based off Stan Lee. So why would Stan Lee make himself a black man or like a woman? It really wouldn't make much sense. Like a lot of it is his experiences, like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And like some of them you can change because it's fine. It doesn't matter either way what the thing is. Like there's some like it would be ridiculous if like they changed certain things.
Well, it's like Thor is now like Thor was unworthy, and then it was Jane Foster was Thor, and there was like a girl. I think there still is like.
I mean, I don't know what's canon and what's not canon. I think the only 3 people to ever pick up the Thor's hammer, like up to my knowledge, I guess, was Thor himself, Storm, and Beta Ray Bill.
Beta Ray Bill, dude. I'm hoping he's in the new Thor movie. I would fucking shit myself.
Why is Hulk on that planet?
Dude, that's if you want to like or watch the movie or read the comics, they shoot Hulk into space because they're scared he's going to be on Earth. He goes to like crash lands on this like gladiator planet.
Yeah.
Takes it over, comes back to Earth, and just fucks everybody up.
Oh, so he's evil?
No, he comes back because he's pissed. Like at that point, it's like some weird thing. It's like him and like Bruce Banner are like, all right, I'm just gonna stay in the Hulk body, but I'm gonna keep like he could talk.
Oh. Okay.
So like I don't know if they're gonna do that in the movie, but like he like can kind of talk and like he knows what's going on, but he goes back to Earth and just fucks everybody up. It's World War Hulk, or well, it's Planet Hulk and then World War Hulk. The movie's pretty good. Like I said,
the new movie's coming out.
Yeah, well, that's one thing I will say. DC's animated movies are really good.
I bought the one Batman one, like recently. I watched it.
The fucking best, one of my favorite movies still, Mask of the Phantasm. That's like great animated series. Well, that was like one of the old ones, but even like all the new like Justice League ones and like.
It interests me. I would like to watch the one where it's like Justice League versus the Titans.
That was like, it was weird. I like the first like the Justice League War one where it was just basically like when they formed and they fought Darkseid. Because like that's basically what the new movies, like the actual Justice League movie, is probably gonna be. But
that's true. Yeah, because he's like Lex. What is this? Jesse Eisenberg.
Fucking Jesse Eisenberg.
Lexi Eisenberg.
That was just another like they fucking ruined. That was like the Topher Grace Venom.
He was fine, I guess. He wasn't awful.
He just wasn't like Lex.
Wasn't like the character. Like he's supposed to be like. It was more like calm. Like
yeah, he wasn't like eccentric. He was like playing him like I got a real Joker vibe. Like
it's what he was. Like, might as well just been like
the fucking. The weirdest scene with the one with the Jolly Rancher. That just made me uncomfortable.
I don't even know what he does.
He like unwraps the Jolly Rancher and puts it in the guy's mouth.
The Bat of Gotham versus Son of Krypton. He was like a nutbag. I don't know. It's a crazy man. He normally is like I just think of the Smallville guy, but there's also the ones from like the cartoon and stuff.
But it was like he was crazy.
He was like crazy, supervillain, but he was like egotistical crazy, not crazy insane crazy. Yeah.
But I liked Batman vs Superman. My only thing with that was they could have not tried. They tried to do the whole like phase one of Marvel in like one movie.
They're trying to sprint to catch.
They're trying to catch up
to do Justice League, but they didn't really need to like Batman himself should be enough for them to like. Has enough draw to them. They each have like one or the other. Like I know I'll get like debated on this, but Spider-Man is the quintessential Marvel comic guy. It's pretty much Spider-Man.
I'll give it that.
It's pretty much Spider-Man, and then DC it's either Batman or Superman. Depending.
I would say Batman.
Pretty much. I mean, between those two, they have a draw. A lot of the other like if you look at the movies that are pushed for Marvel, like the Avengers, out of the 4 of them. Iron Man wasn't considered like that. Like he's regarded now because of the movies, but like he was like a B or C like level.
I mean, I would say he's like
they're taking the lower tier guys and they're giving them the movies and they're doing the movies justice and they're doing them well and the people are becoming fans of the characters and it's raising them up because like Doctor Strange was like if you said
that's the thing. It's like I'll debate you on this because there's some that it's like Yeah, all the Avengers ones, they were all like pretty popular. Like they were more popular. I would say
Iron Man's
as
the only
Avengers.
one. Hulk definitely, you could say.
Captain America.
And Captain America, but I'm saying Iron Man was not as big as.
Like if you're comparing him to Spider-Man, yeah, I know. Like
No, bigger. Even before though, I'm saying like before the movies.
oh yeah,
Like it was weird that they picked him. Is what I
yeah.
mean.
I mean, like that. I think that was. I could agree with you that was a weird place to start, but it was like Man of Steel. I was okay with Man of Steel. Like that's my biggest thing. It's like
I don't know. I don't like Superman on principle. I don't hate the movie. I'll just say that. It's what I'll see the movies when they come out. But he's like, I know what they tried to do in that movie is like he's human and like, oh, he's darker. But like, the reason I don't like the character is because he's
he's a fucking Boy Scout.
pretty much, and it's like I tend to like the characters that are more like maybe not darker. I do like Punisher and like the people that are like more like, oh, I'm vengeance and like killing and shit. Like Spawn is like violent, and like I prefer those over the ones that are like, oh, I gotta be super. Like, and then again, I like
I'm
Batman.
not gonna kill you.
I like Batman. He doesn't really. He doesn't kill, but
He just
like
breaks necks.
pretty much. He did shoot somebody.
Well,
He comes back when he's older and he's like disgruntled and he like just kills. That's one of the comic books.
Yeah, it was Dark Knight Returns. I think he was just like old man and he fucking
He just shot people. He
just
literally
fucked people
shoot
up.
them. Yeah, but like I tend to like those, and the fact that he's like the perfect like person is like it's like yawn. I mean, it's like and his only weakness is like
a
this
rock.
fucking specific rock. It's kind of like bullshit. I don't know. I like when it's like more. I don't know, they seem beatable almost. Like Spider-Man, like you could just shoot him, I guess. And he'd be
Yeah, you
dead.
could
He's
shoot
still
him.
a person. It's not like.
They're more vulnerable. They're not
Yeah,
like-
they have like actual weaknesses, and it's not like, oh, sorry, I'm dead. Let me just float in space, or
Yeah.
like, oh my god, Lois Lane's dead. Let me just speed around the Earth and reverse time.
That was such a good fucking movie.
Which one's that? That's the second one. I love the effect when they lock the Zod and the two like cronies in the window pane,
Yeah.
and it floats through space. I really enjoy that effect for some reason. I don't know why. Rip Christopher Reeve.
Yeah.
Great Superman.
But that was just like they could have done like Man of Steel, Batman, Wonder Woman, Dawn of Justice, Justice League. Because my only thing was they were just like
Is Justice League next?
Wonder Woman, Justice League, Justice
Well,
League
Wonder Woman's out already.
comes out. Okay, it comes out tonight.
Oh, did it? People saw it already.
Well, no. It like I think it releases on the
I
second.
thought it came out yesterday or last week. Okay.
But yeah, and then Justice League's like October or something. So like my just biggest thing with
oh my god, it's that quick.
yeah, they're just shooting.
Are they giving like the other people movies? Like Green Lantern's not in it, right?
Green Lantern, that's like 2020. Aquaman's next.
I
They're
don't
like
see
actually.
it. They rebooted Aquaman, so he's just Superman with the Aquaman powers tacked on, pretty much.
And he's fucking badass, dude.
I
I
like
like
him.
Jason Momoa too. He's like
Like,
that's
why
the
do they
thing.
sprint? So wait, is Green Lantern in the Justice League normally? He's one of the 7 people, right?
Yes, but
But not in this movie though. He's gonna be sick.
no.
Okay.
They're like, well, then there's also like if you wanted, I think
Well,
they're-
because Cyborg's in it. I know you're gonna. If you're saying Martian Manhunter, because he's that Cyborg spot.
this is the new 52 run or like the
Yeah,
newest.
yeah.
like,
Because I'm saying because they switched Cyborg for him.
and it's Green Lantern, and then you're missing Shazam, but he's
That's not the
supposed to
original
get a
7.
movie.
The original 7's Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman. I think it's Green Lantern, Martian Manhunter. That's 7.
Well, no, if it's the original,
The original 7's Martian Manhunter in place of
well, like the
Cyborg.
TV show. Or,
There's no. The original 7 Justice League members. That's what they're called. It's Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Flash, Green Lantern,
Martian Manhunter.
Martian Manhunter, and Aquaman. That's the original 7. And then the reboot, it's just Cyborg in place of Martian Manhunter. That's
Something
all it
like
is.
that. Yeah, something like that.
That's all it is. No, it's literally just a 1-for-1 swap. And then there's more members as it goes because
Yeah.
there's like the giant council and like and shit. But like,
Well, that was like I was thinking.
so they're gonna there's 6 in the movie or 4?
There's technically 5 because Superman's dead.
What didn't he? I thought he was alive at the end.
Well, he is, but like that was like in the comic when he fought Doomsday. He like There was like some clusterfuck where there was like fucking 4 Supermen flying around, and then he came back and he had this fucking gnarly ass beard and long hair.
Was he a black suit?
Cool. The black suit. I'm looking forward for that. I'm hoping that's how they do it. But apparently it's like the 5 of them.
When in doubt, just always remember sad Fleck. When it just pans in on a sad Ben Affleck's face.
And then they're all laughing at him.
Not even laughing at him. They're just like, Henry Cavill's trying to explain why the movie isn't complete shit. And then Ben Affleck's like, not again.
Well, it's like, I'm excited. Like, that was my thing. They just rushed. They shoehorned 5.
They did like 7 stories in
5 major new characters that are like going to carry your franchise moving forward in one movie, and just the fucking videos, like the flash. Oh, I found this flash drive with all the metahumans. Like, I didn't like that. I didn't like that. That's how they introduced them.
It's kind of shitty, and it's like, I don't know what like you really could have done.
That's the other. You just had to make a movie
because like they just have to sprint through these things to just fucking like I don't know why they felt the need to like I don't know if they feel the pressure to like
catch up.
Not even catch up, but it's like, do they think like the market's gonna die soon? I do think there'll come a point in time where it'll go back to being a niche again.
Well, no, it's like after whatever this Infinity War stuff. I think a lot of them, like Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans.
No, I'm talking about the in terms of the fans going.
Well, no, yeah, that's the thing. It's like a lot of like the main people. Like I'm always gonna go see comic book movies, but
that's what I'm saying. I think it's gonna drop down from. Like, right now it's really mainstream.
But they're going to get some weird... They're going to have to get some weird fucking characters because a lot of people are going to, like, their contracts are going to be up and they're going to be like, I'm done with this for a while.
It sucks because Robert Downey Jr. is a great Tony Stark character and, like, a lot of them were really, really cast well.
Oh, I think all of their castings were great.
I'm shocked that, like, they were like, Mark Ruffalo, you can just be Edward Norton in this movie.
That was the only weird one because I liked Edward Norton. I also like Mark Ruffalo.
Movie. I like Mark Ruffalo. I mean, I thought they were going to give him his own movie, but I guess not.
Well, I think that's like the new Thor movie. It's like, oh, it's a buddy movie. Like, they're just going to do some shit in space. But, the weirdest thing is, like, Chris Evans I think he's only signed on for, like, the next 2 Avengers, but, like, Sebastian Stan is signed on for, like, 5 more movies.
Who's that?
The Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
Like, he signed on for a shit ton of more movies, so everybody's like, he's going to be the new Captain America.
Tony Stark's dead. It's like,
yeah,
they've been saying that Chris Evans is dead for like 6 movies.
Well, yeah, they said that they're gonna kill him off, and like he's not gonna they'll bring him back for Infinity Wars, and like that'll be it. So
is that 2-parter? Did they lower that shit down to
They
1?
lowered it down to 1, but I'm assuming it's gonna be like it's gonna be like a big like setup, and then they're gonna be like, we'll get you next time, buddy boy, because there's movies in between, but I don't know which movies are in between.
Well, yeah, Star-Lord's in it.
Yeah, they're all going to be. I mean, I didn't see Guardians of the Galaxy, so I don't know how the fuck that happened.
I'm not going to spoil it.
I gotta see that, because it's like...
Soundtrack, first one's probably better.
I listened to the soundtrack. I liked the first one a lot better, I think.
I know the songs from the second one from before, so it's not like...
I mean, I knew a good chunk of them, but I also think I have to see how they're used in the movie.
Anytime I see a Cheap Trick song that is Surrender or Dream Police, it gains a point in my book just because like these songs are like super catchy.
Well, it's just the opening scene of Guardians of the Galaxy when it's
Oh, he's dancing.
Yeah.
Come and get your love.
Like that's just so like when I hear that song now, like that's what I think of.
Come and get your love. Come and get your love. What's the song?
And he kicks the fucking.
What's the song he sings at the end?
Ooh,
child.
What are you doing? I'm dancing.
Dance off. Something like dance off, loser. Something like that.
That was like one of the biggest. Like I saw that they were making that, and I was like, I don't get why you're doing this.
5 after credits scenes in Guardians 2.
That's like
5. Count 'em. 5.
I saw the one.
Which one?
The one was like with Adam Warlock, and I was like, it's happening. Which like he's like.
Which one's that? Oh, the one.
I think it's with the gold bitch or something.
Yeah.
So like he's like a big he's big with the whole like Thanos like.
No, I got
space shit. I mean that's the only one I saw because it was like I was looking through something.
That's the only one that's like story related.
Yeah.
Like, one's a Stan Lee cameo, and then the other one's like there's one's like a joke from the movie. I'm not gonna spoil it, and then one's like I think 2 were like joke bits, like 2 joke scenes, and then one is the Stan Lee, because he apparently is an Inhuman, so he remembers all his cameos. So it's not like apparently that's what they're going for. It's like I remember when I was cleaning the library and something like it's like
Spider-Man.
yeah. So no, he doesn't say like in the movie. Like he's not that aware that he's in a film, but he talks about like another thing. So like
they've recorded like 6 or 7 of those, I think.
I remember that they only put the Deadpool trailer in front of Wolverine or Logan because he's not in it. If you haven't seen it,
yeah,
that's the only movie. That's more recently that he's have a cameo in.
I thought that was more tonal.
He shouldn't have been in it because it was very like it's a good serious movie.
Well, no. That's the thing. If they played that at the end of the movie, I would have been pissed because like that's just like.
I mean, it's a big spoiler because like that scene where Deadpool lays on the dead guy with the ice cream when he eats the Cherry Garcia is literally like what happens with X-23 and Logan.
Yeah.
So it's literally just a mirror image, but it's just like presented in a much.
But that was just like I would have been upset because in the beginning I was like, oh, that was funny, and then like after like I watched Logan and I was just full disclosure, I cried twice.
It was sad when like they killed Xavier, and then at the end when
she fucking moves the cross,
yeah.
I
didn't realize they were all dead.
Well, that was the thing, like Xavier's like seizures. I think that's what they were aiming at. That he killed everybody.
He killed
in school.
all of them except for Wolverine because he's pretty much immortal.
Yeah.
How was he dead though? Like
he was getting cancer.
Is that all it was? Like he finally caught up to him. For, like,
well, no, he was getting like all the adamantium was giving him cancer, and he was just like healing worse. So it's like he wasn't like healing as good. So it's like he would stay injured for longer. He wouldn't be like, oh, you get shot and the bullet just pops out. It's like, oh, it takes a little effort to get the bullet. Like when he was standing over the sink at the beginning, it's like
yeah.
That was the thing. It was like, I think that was just the biggest like, oh, he had cancer and like, whatever. Like,
no, because he was just old. He has cancer and well, yeah, he's 300 years old.
Yeah, he's like super fucking old, and it's also got like some metal shit in his body.
Yeah, he's been around since Civil War times.
Well, no, I don't think there's. I think it was just the adamantium. Like that was like.
No, I know. I'm just saying the Civil War.
Oh yeah,
times.
he was also like fucking.
Isn't that a thing? That's an arc.
Yeah, that was like. I mean, like that was in like the first movie, the Origins, which was fucking.
Fun fact: Santa is considered a mutant in the X-Men universe.
Really?
Yeah, I just know that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's one of them.
They're also like the new X-Men movie. There's like it's a horror movie, and it's like why the fuck is that? Like the New Mutants or something. It's one of the girls from Game of Thrones.
Toads. They're all Toad.
They're all Toad people.
No, Toad.
Yeah, Toad was in the second
X-Men,
one,
right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think he was in the X2 or whatever it was.
New class. The X2.
No. I think it was like the original
X2. Yeah. Oh, it's not called X2 New Class. It's X-Men. It's X3 Last Stand. Right?
Last Stand
is the third one.
That's the third one.
I don't know. The second one would be just called X2.
I think it's just X2. I enjoyed all those movies. And I don't know if it's just because I was a young child and I really didn't pay attention.
Yeah,
I haven't really rewatched them.
Any of them. It's funny because I think that because I remember seeing this Silver Surfer movie and was like really confused. And like I still don't get it, and I might have to rewatch that.
That was a bad fucking movie too.
Was it bad? Wasn't even.
Well,
sure.
no. The end, they were like, Johnny Storm, take all of our powers, and I was like, that's not how this works. Because they're fighting Galactus, but he was a big cloud.
Yeah, he was a big fart cloud.
When Galactus should have been like a fucking
big purple man.
Yeah, big purple dude.
Yeah. Why is he a person?
Well, like that's the thing. It's like I don't know if you could like make something a cloud. It's like how the fuck do you find a cloud?
Why was he a person though? Like why is Galactus like? How does he roam through space?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like how does he walk through space?
I think he kind of flies.
And does he? Okay.
There's the thing. I think he's in Marvel vs. Capcom.
He's the final boss, the third one.
It's like what the fuck am I?
He shoots the finger lasers. That's his.
Because isn't he like he's like Master Hand, right? He's like in the stage.
I mean, it's like his like from like biceps up, and he's like at the edge of the stage, and you fight him he's on like the right side of the screen, and then his ultimate is like he goes in the background and then like shoot finger lasers or like
some
death beam. Yeah,
some Master Hand shit.
Pretty much.
You see, fucking Sonic Mania is only gonna be $20.
I have the one pre-order with the statue.
That's like, I watched the trailer. I was like, this looks like a good fucking game because they brought people on like instead of like
it's all fan. It's a fan game pretty much.
Like you know how like Nintendo like always is like
bans them.
We don't like ban delete.
Yeah, but it's not like they're in trouble though. not like in trouble, but they hadn't had like a shittier track record.
Well, yeah, no, but that's like there's a lot of good like fan Pokemon games that are like super fucking good, like super into it.
I can see why they shut them down because you can't have them charging.
Yeah,
for
no, but they were all free. Like that was the thing; they were just released.
But like the way the U.S. copyright law is, it's fucking bullshit. If you don't defend it, then you lose it. So like they're not gonna let somebody get away with it. So like, I don't understand why they look at the work objectively and be like, oh, why don't you work for a Game Freak or whatever? I don't remember who makes Pokemon. So
I think it's Game Freak. But like, isn't that what they did for Sonic? They like brought in like
they asked the people. It's Christian Whitehead. He's made some of the other games. I think they brought him in to make the game. I mean, yeah, it looks good. I've played most of the Sonic games. I consider myself a fan of Sonic. I mean, the more recent outings have been
not good.
Subpar to say the least.
Have you seen the TV show?
Yeah, actually, I will say I hate that. I will go on record to say I hate the designs of the Sonic Boom, like the characters, the way they look. Sonic's is fine because it's very, very subtly. Most of them are subtle, but Knuckles looks
weird.
It upsets me. Like it's just like looks weird to me, and it does seem funny though. I've seen some of the jokes online. I will say though, I do like the Eggman design from Boom better than the actual one that he used. I will say that the Eggman does look better. He looks more like not as silly. Like he looks more human. Like I would prefer that. Like the look. I mean, will never be as bad as Sonic 06 Eggman.
Oh, actually, yeah. I like. He doesn't got the real goofy skinny legs.
No, yeah, he looks like a person.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks better. I think he looks better than that.
Okay, yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah, I would prefer if they use that going forward. And like, it's like, I'm trying to think back to the last couple games. I mean, you have
Sonic Unleashed.
Sonic Boom isn't a Sonic Team game, so it doesn't count. It's a spin-off game, so I can't give that shit for being bad. It's bad, but I don't have it. It's bad though. I've seen it enough. Before that one is Generations. Oh no, it's Lost World, and that's like
Wasn't Generations okay?
Generations is good. I like Generations. That's the one. That's why I jumped to that one right away because I was like, oh, that was the last good one.
What's the one where he like
Colors is good.
He made out with the lady.
That's Sonic 06.
Sonic 06.
It's
just the theme song from the first level in Sonic 06.
Every song is his world. I shit you not. Every song in the game, it's like
no. What's the Cityscape?
That's not that one. That's Sonic Adventure 2.
Is that?
Oh yeah, that's one of my favorite games.
They said they were there was a petition to make that the national anthem.
I love that song. I have all 3 versions on my phone. There's the one where it's the one that plays in the level, and then in Generations there's the old school version of the song, and then they re-recorded it again, and they added lyrics to the new version.
Ooh, let's check that out.
And then yeah, no, but in Sonic 06, it's only his world. It's literally just in his world where compromise does not exist, and then it's like whatever it is. It's by Zebrahead.
That was a weird fucking game.
Oh, it's a weird game, but every song in the game it's like you succeed, and it's like an instrumental, like happy instrumental, and then you die on level, and it's like in his world. And it's like really upset, like it's like violins instead of. It's like I'm like they don't have any other music in this game. I'm like it's their best thing from the game is the song, but like. I can say that about all of the Sonic games, no matter how shitty.
I think that was like one good thing. They always did pretty good music.
They're really whatever they pick, great music. Even like Sonic R gets a lot of shit for being a bad game. It's definitely a guilty pleasure game of mine. And if people really hate the soundtrack, I fucking love every song on the soundtrack. It's all like 90s or 80s dance music. Does not fit racing at all. Does not fit the game at all. The last song is about how like there's one, it's just like I will love you for always and forever, and then I'm like yeah, great song, and then it's like it's about racing. Like it's like 10 Sonic characters running around a track, and it has nothing to do with anything. Like all the music's so irrelevant, but it's still so good. I don't know though, like. All the old ones, like the first 4
are really good.
Sonic CD might be the best of the side-scrolling ones as of right now. Yeah. And then there's none on Saturn, the actual games. And then it jumps to Dreamcast and it's Adventure 1 and 2.
and then there was
It's Heroes.
which was the one? Was Heroes on the GameCube?
Heroes is it's like a multi-platform.
Yeah.
It's the one with just the 3 one.
Yeah.
It also has they all have good music. But then it's Unleashed, which is half good.
When you're not the fucking
When you're not
Sonic.
Werehog. Werehog.
Is that what they called him?
It's the Werehog. I call him a Werehog, but it's awful. Should have just been Knuckles. If they wanted those levels, they should have just made it Knuckles. He didn't need to be a werewolf.
Sonic and Knuckles 2.
They never. I don't think you've played as anybody besides Sonic in a really long time, because like they like weren't. They're not as like confident in their like ability, I guess.
Well, did you play as Tails in Generations?
No.
No.
You're Sonic and Sonic.
Well, no, wasn't. But they had like the old Tails too, though, right?
He was just there. It's like, yeah, you just played as Sonic and Sonic. It was like old Sonic
And then new Sonic.
I think my favorite Sonic design. This is really, really Sonic deep in the deep here. I like the Sega Saturn one a lot, actually. It's like the early 3D ones where like he's really polygonal, and like for some reason it just has like a nice aesthetic to it. Besides like the original one where he's like round and he's like plump, and now it's really like thin.
Well, no, yeah, like the Sonic Generations, like the old one.
Yeah, he had a round body. Well, not even that one. It's the specifically the one on the Saturn. For some reason, there's something about it that's like, yeah, it just like looks
good.
Like it's like deceptively good. Like it's probably shitty in reality, but like
I like that.
It's just something about it. It's like nice. It's like simplistic enough, and like there's just something like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I think it looks acceptable.
This is unacceptable.
Oh, Adventure Time. You didn't say regular show. You didn't say. That's really a callback now. About way later. I do like regular show.
I haven't watched enough Adventure Time though.
I have only seen the Lemon Grab episodes.
I've seen like the first season and then like a bunch of episodes here.
I've only seen Lemon Grab, and I've seen most of regular show. Regular show is more of like my in tune with my sense of humor.
Where's the fucking who's the green guy? What's his name? On regular show.
Which one? The green guy?
The green guy. What's up? Like the chubby one.
Pop? No. Oh, Muscle Man.
Muscle Man.
Yeah. My mom.
Yeah, and he talks real weird.
Yeah, he's also like a smoker. It's a high five ghost with the big hand on his head. There was also low five ghosts.
And wait, who's the Yeti?
Skips. I love. Yeah, it's Mark Hamill.
Wait, really?
Pretty sure.
I mean, like that was one of the. Mark Hamill was really huge on voice acting.
Yeah, like he didn't like for being Luke Skywalker.
Star Wars, and then a lot of voice acting.
He's the Joker.
Well, that's how I always read. Like whenever I like read any Batman or Joker dialogue, it's Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill's voices in my head.
I've definitely for me, it's Mark Hamill's Joker voice, and more likely than not the Kevin Conroy voice. Unless I'm in the joking mood, because then it'll be like, Martha, where is she?
Or you go like fucking George Clooney, the fucking bat card.
Nips.
Those
we're really looping back here.
I like those. I love Arnold Schwarzenegger playing Mr. Freeze. It just came full circle.
Time to chill.
It's time to chill, Batman.
Movie's bad. Which one's
good
that?
if you were on ice.
God.
I am not a human being. I am an animal.
That's like I really like all their castings for villains in that whole like Batman.
Jim Carrey's Riddler is fine.
Jim Carrey, Tommy Lee Jones' Two-Face is really good.
Are we going all the way up?
I'm gonna say I love Jack Nicholson's Joker. He's like
I'm love the Heath Ledger one.
I mean Heath Ledger's like one, but like
oh no,
Jack
I'm not
Nicholson's
saying
a very close two.
I still don't know how I feel about the Jared Leto Joker. He was just like generic goon. He really wasn't that like.
That's why I thought Jesse Eisenberg was more jokery than
he was. He literally was just like a mobster.
But
it's like you trying to with my pudding.
My pudding. Well, like apparently that one scene when they were, you saw Suicide Squad, right? When they were in the kitchen.
What are we? Some sort of Suicide Squad? That's the worst line in the movie. It's actually might be my least favorite line in all of cinema.
It's up there.
I hate when they have to fucking shoehorn a title into the name of the movie.
Well, that's like there was I forget, there was like a video on YouTube if movies ended whenever they said the name of the movie.
Oh god.
And there was some like Pocahontas and shit like that. It'd be like Pocahontas, and it was just like 5 minutes in. And
Well, I mean that's not fair because it's their name.
But there was one. It was like,
wait a minute, I'm home alone. Oh, it's over. He died. They got him. They got him. So who are the cartoon? Not they're not cartoon, but like they're cartoon-ish. Like the thieves.
Oh, Marv and
Is it Joe Pesci one of them?
Yeah, it's Joe Pesci.
Oh my god.
Oh fuck, it's Marv and
No, I want the actor's name. I don't want.
It's Joe Pesci, and I don't know who the other guy is. But there was, yeah, I mean, that was just like, apparently that one scene where they were in the kitchen and like Jared Leto's like touching that guy's face and slapping him and stuff. Like he apparently like was like touching up on the guy and like kissing him and stuff like during filming.
I heard it was fucking weird on set.
Well, like that's the thing. It's like Heath Ledger was like, oh yeah, I locked myself in a room. It was kind of weird, but like at least he was good.
Do you want to know how I got these scars? Is that what he said? Did he say?
I got these scars.
I put the razor blade in and I swished it around.
Well, it was like also just like I didn't like how Suicide Squad advertised the Joker.
Yeah, he was not.
He was in it for like 10 minutes.
There was an hour of film on the cutting room floor.
Well, yeah, that's the other. I feel like that's the biggest DC thing. It's like we have all this cool stuff. Oh, it got cut.
Where's my Ultimate Edition? Yeah, Daniel Stern was Marv Merchants. Is the other guy's name?
But what was his actual name?
Daniel Stern.
Oh, Harry and Marv.
Yeah.
I didn't know what they're. I couldn't remember.
Oh, the names in the movie.
The names in the movies.
Wait a minute. Where's Kevin? Oh! I love doing that scream or like that. That face that he makes where he slams his fucking hands together. Boy, did he fall off the map.
Did he do anything?
He looks disgusting.
Well, didn't he do drugs for a while?
Yeah, look at him.
I know Macaulay Culkin. No, didn't he date Lindsay Lohan for a while?
Oh,
or some shit like that.
Match me in heaven.
She like cleaned herself up. Yeah, he grew his hair out and looked really weird.
Oh my god, he's carrying a oof.
There was one thing. It was like, yeah, he like redid the Home Alone.
Oh, stop it.
They like did another scene from it, and it's the fucking weirdest thing.
No, I don't even want to know about that because I don't even like the movie that much, but I seem to reference the movie a lot more than like...
Home Alone is probably one of my favorite Christmas movies.
Donald Trump's in the second one.
Excuse me, where's the lobby?
Hey, excuse me, can I have classified information? Oh, sure.
Oh, sure.
Believe me, son, we're going to go far.
I'm going to give you some good words right now, Kevin. Huge words.
He's a character. I have nothing else to say on him. Like, I can't describe him one way or the other. He's so like...
My biggest thing, I was watching...
He's an enigma.
I was watching his press conference today about the Paris thing, and I just couldn't...
He called them losers, right?
I couldn't...
Oh, no, it's Manchester. Or no, Paris?
Yeah, he called the Manchester people losers. But it was like the biggest thing, it's like, his face is really like orangey tan, and then his just eyes are like a lot lighter, and it's just so distracting. He looks like a fucking raccoon.
He's looked the same
forever,
as long as I can remember. Being a WWE fan and like at the WrestleMania, however long ago that was, where he fought McMahon and like he was the manager for the black guy. I don't fucking remember his name. But
he just slammed the.
Yeah, it was a hair versus hair match, and it was like. He looks the same then as he does now. He's actually aged really well. I know people are like, he looks like he just looks the same though. So like, he obviously liked the way he looked then to not change it, and he looks the same. He doesn't look any older.
Well, there was one I watched a video. It was like all of his cameos in movies. And he was like he looked all right when he was younger. Like he looked more normal than he does now.
Yeah, I mean, I think his hair's gotten bigger.
I think it's like that can't be his real hair.
Apparently it was. They actually somebody went on stage and like pulled his hair and like didn't
move.
Didn't like
fucking
rip or
amazing.
anything.
Good on him, dude.
It's real.
I'd hope I have a full head of hair like that.
It's like, I don't know why they say it's It's fake. Bada bing.
Bada bing.
This
is not fake news.
Yeah. The only thing fake here is your breasts.
The fucking.
Alright, that really went off.
There was the whole thing with Kathy Griffin, like cutting his head off and something. There was
my little boy Baron, my little boy.
There was a tweet that was like,
my little very good boy.
Baron thought that actually happened, and the one like quote tweet of it was just like, well, this kid's a fucking idiot, and it's just like
maybe it's like I haven't seen because he doesn't live with him, right?
No, they live in New York.
They live in New York because he's going to school still. So, like, I can maybe see, like, he turns on the news and it's just a fucking picture of your dad decapitated.
And it's like, shit.
And you're like, wait, what the fuck? Like, why did no one tell me that my own dad has been murdered?
Been decapitated. You think I would hear about that?
I didn't know Kathy Griffin is ISIS. Alright, we're done. No more political talk. But...
it wasn't really that political.
No.
It's just the
but,
dumb,
like, we're
shit that goes on.
We're teetering on going down a road.
We're going down the road.
Where we're going, we won't need roads.
Is that Back to the Future?
Yeah, that's when they go to the flying car times.
There was
Biff is Donald Trump. Holy shit, everything's tying together.
I remember Back to the Future 2 more than I remember Back to the Future 1.
I remember Back to the Future 1 because they played Johnny Be Good at the end.
I remember that's basically the only thing I remember.
And they also have the hoverboard. Isn't that when he goes?
No, that's the second one.
Oh, with the sports almanac? Or that's the first one?
No. The second one's when they go forward.
Oh, I guess so.
The first one's when his mom tries to mac on him, and then he plays their
No, he goes
prom.
to the past. Yeah, no, he plays Johnny Be Good. Oh, I remember the first one because then he gets in the car and they're in the clock tower, and then like lightning comes down and they strikes him. He goes to the future.
Like this.
That's when he gets shot by the terrorists in the mall parking lot. I still don't. I'd love to know, Christopher Lloyd, where Doc Brown met terrorists to get the fucking thing. That was a plot arc that was not explored anywhere near enough.
Well, then, like, the third one, I remember it's like, oh, the Wild
They go
West.
to the Wild West. I don't even like that one.
But, like, the first one, it's like, I remember the second one more than I remember.
I remember the second one more because it's more iconic because you have the self-lacing shoes. You have the hoverboard, the sports almanac, Cubs World Series win.
But wasn't it 2017? Like, that was, like,
it wasn't in 2017. No, it was, yeah.
I think it was the year he went to.
Yeah. They actually made the self-lacing Nikes. And,
Cubs actually won the World Series.
Not in that year.
Not in that year, but it was close enough.
No, it wasn't 2017 because this is 2017.
But like the Cubs won it in 2016.
Yeah, no, he didn't go. He went.
He went to 2017.
He went to 2015.
What? I thought it was 2017.
He was from 1985.
Oh, was it 2015? Oh, fuck me then. I thought it was 2017.
Because now when he goes to the future, it's still actually in the past of now.
That's fucking weird.
Isn't it weird?
That is fucking out there.
His future was much different, even though they still had diners in 30 years.
Is Christopher Lloyd dead?
No, he was just in the Oogie Loves.
The what?
Awful movie that I sat through.
The Oogie Love. I don't even know.
It was like the lowest reviewed movie in Rotten Tomatoes history, I think. And I actually saw it. I rented it from Redbox. It's like a kid's movie, and it was bad. It was like, it's not bad. Like, why I'm a grown adult watching a fucking.
It's just bad.
It was bad. But he was in that. I'm pretty sure he's still alive though.
I think he's like, well,
he was just at Comic-Con.
Oh yeah, shit, he was at Comic-Con. I want to go to Wizard World one. That's coming back pretty soon. I'm down.
I want to. Matt Hardy's there. I might buy it for his autograph. I might do it just so I can have him sign it. I'm officially deleted.
Delete.
Yeah.
Well, it's like I've always wanted to go to the big one in New York, or like just make the trip and just go to
San Diego. Of course, from the German, meaning whale's vagina.
That's another thing. I watched at work a couple days ago. The fight scene from Anchorman 2.
I haven't even seen that movie.
It's like a ton of like Jim Carrey's in it, Liam Neeson's in it, Will Smith's in it, Kanye's in it, Amy Poehler and Tina Fey. They all come in as like different teams. Like Kanye's MTV, Liam Neeson's the History Channel, and they got John Riley plays the ghost of Stonewall Jackson. It was really like I thought that was an okay movie. Like the second one was pretty
better.
The first one was definitely better, but the second one was alright.
We'll say an underrated scene from the first one is when he's driving and he's like, I can't finish the burrito. And he chucks it at Jack Black on the motorcycle. And he's like, what's your problem, Broseph? And then he's like, what do you love? He's like, I love whiskey. I love a nice scotch. like my dog Baxter here, and then like Jack Black punts his dog off the bridge. I laugh every time.
Baxter!
Because he's like, what's your deal, Broseph? Just throw a burrito at me. Fuck, man.
I'm going to take your mom out to a nice seafood dinner and never call her again.
Dorothy Mantooth is insane. I love Jack Black. He's a funny guy. He's like in questionable movies sometimes, but overall,
like what question? Like what was questionable?
He's never in like movies that are like supposed to be like super funny though.
I feel like he's in a lot of like more cult classics.
Yeah, he's never in like
Tropic Thunder.
Oh, he wasn't Tropic Thunder.
I guess School of Rock is probably more out of the cult classic, but like
no, Tropic Thunder I got great reviews. I'm pretty sure.
Well, I'm just clearly Nacho Libre. Like Nacho Libre is my favorite Jack Black movie.
I think my favorite Jack Black movie was up there. What's the one that I really like? I mean, I like his appearance in that one. He's in something that's more like adult. I mean, it's obviously like the Tenacious D movie is a
Tenacious D.
It's a cult. That would be like a cult film, like a cult. He's in Be Kind Rewind. I didn't see that.
What the fuck that is?
Oh, they like record. They have a video store. And they erase all the tapes by accident. So then he has to like it's him and I think it's a rapper. I can't remember who it is. They have to refilm all the movies.
That actually sounds really funny.
I've never seen it, but like the idea of it sounds funny to me because like
it's like the one thing on the Amanda Show where the one video store sketch where they would always just give people the movies they made. Rather than like the
real ones, they would recommend their own like house movie.
Yeah, they'd be like, I asked for X-Men and you gave me like it's like yes, but this one's better.
Yeah, I filmed this in my backyard.
And then they play it and it's like them like
lobster dance, whatever the fuck.
Bringing the dancing lobster.
Oh, that's what it is. Amanda, please.
That was fucking. No, I love fucking the corner, an American treasure, Judge Judy.
We watched Judge Judy in our business law class in high school, and I was like, "These aren't real. Like, these aren't real cases."
I think they're real cases.
I don't think.
She also gets paid like $70,000.
It's just so. She's my next Supreme Court judge nominee.
I would totally fucking nominate Judge Judy because everybody loves Judge Judy.
She would not get approved. Judge Joe Brown. There's another one too.
But like Judge Judy, everybody loves Judge.
Everybody knows who you're talking about. Is she even a real judge?
She has to.
I mean, Dr. Phil's not a real doctor.
I thought that. Well, Dr. Phil's also. I didn't know how. Dr. Phil's like 6'4". Like he was like a linebacker in college.
We're gonna cash me outside.
Cash me outside. I made you. Thank you.
He said this.
He's like,
thank you.
He's like,
Shaq, just make the foul shot. That's from a scary movie. Wrong leg. Those movies are like not funny at all, but also really funny.
My favorite thing was the whole "was up" thing.
Oh my god, that was like a joke that was so old.
Hold on, "was up"? What's up?
With Scream.
Yeah, and then at one point they all got their tongues out, and then the mask switches to the one with the tongue out.
Because there's that one, and then the other joke is that the aliens piss from their fingers in the fourth one. And like,
I thought that was the third one.
I remember the fourth one the most. I remember because they like land. It's like aliens or iPods, and then they like land on Earth, and then like they're like, oh yeah, they play like a song, and they all start dancing. And then it's like the next song on the playlist is like Destroy Humans, and then they're like everybody starts running again. It's Charlie Sheen's in it actually.
I think I remember. I think the third one's the one with the ring. Then
I'm on a drug. It's called Charlie Sheen.
He needs to do some shit. Charlie Sheen needs to
fucking weird, dude. Men.
Waiting.
I am on a drug. It's called Charlie Sheen. That would have been the worst. Like they should just let that show be done and no Ashton Kutcher.
It apparently wasn't horrible. Like it wasn't the one with Charlie Sheen. It was just like
just shouldn't have happened.
The quest for more money.
Pretty much.
Which like it was all right.
2.5 Men too.
2.5
Say
men.
That.
But like
4.5 men. There's 2 more men.
But that was the thing. Like the kid grew up, so then you would assume it would just be 3 men because he was probably an adult by the time the show ended.
Yeah. Well, he's always a half man.
He's not a midget.
No,
he was just a kid in the beginning.
Now he's half man.
Half man.
He's
nothing.
gender fluid. Sometimes he's a man, and sometimes he's a woman. Angus T. Jones, everybody. Give it up for him.
Go out for him. Support him being a bisexual.
That's not what that means. It doesn't mean that he's
gender
half
fluid
man because
fans.
he's bisexual. Does not mean he's half man. I don't even know what that means. A hermaphrodite, I guess. Like, when I don't know what he would be. But, like, he's definitely not bisexual. It's not the word we want.
Not the word.
God. That's. Angus T. Jones, everybody.
Does he do anything?
No, he's in an anti-bullying campaign. That's the only reason I know his actual name. Because they were like, guess what, Angus? I'm going to bully you.
He was like,
And he's like, more like too much Angus. And they're like, you know how I would call him? Fagnus. And I was like, you can't go wrong with it.
It's also like, you can bully me all you want. I have millions of dollars.
Does he have millions of dollars?
They had to be making, like, he had to be making a decent amount of money by the end of the show.
He might have saved it. If he planned well. If he didn't have, like, the family members, like, other people that are, like, spending all the money,
like fucking,
why the Olsen twins are, like, slaving over
that and, fucking, Gary Coleman. No, not Gary.
What you talk about, Willis?
What you talking about, Willis? Didn't his parents take all of his money when he was
He's
a kid?
dead anyway. What?
Something
Might
like
be.
that.
I
I don't know if he's dead.
No, he is.
Is he dead?
I know for a fact he's dead, yeah.
He had some nice grills.
What? Girls?
Grills.
I haven't seen him since the
No, grills, like the...
Yeah, your teeth.
No, isn't it the actual... No, that's George Foreman. I'm a racist.
Oh my god, you're watching Drake and Josh.
That
was a Drake and Josh episode, the Gary Coleman grills, and they get arrested for it.
Oh, okay. I'm not crazy though.
Oh my god,
okay,
I'm pretty sure it's Gary Coleman grills, and they get arrested.
This is based in some sort of fact.
That's unbelievable. He is dead. Oh my god, it is a Drake and Josh skit. Oh my god, the Gary grill. There it is.
Oh yeah, wait, no, he's actually in it. I think. Yeah.
He is in at the end, because they get arrested, and they're like, they're
Yeah.
fake or something, they're counterfeit.
And then he visits them in jail.
Yeah.
Alright, okay. I'm not crazy.
George Foreman's a boxer.
But then he has all the grills.
Yes, grills.
Also, wait, I'm gonna put this, we're coming back. I'm gonna sneak this in at number 6 for top 5 favorite
Top 5.
cartoon shows. Mike Tyson's Mysteries.
I haven't seen it. Norm Macdonaldson is a funny guy.
And he plays a pigeon.
He's a pigeon, yes.
It's fucking great. Because it's like actually Mike Tyson, and he talks like Mike Tyson. Like we have to. It's like, if you have a mystery for me to solve, write your mystery on a piece of paper, attach it to a pigeon, and fly the pigeon.
That's
to
right.
me.
He's like Bert from from fucking Sesame Street with the pigeons in real life. Not as bad, like because Bert was like teetering on like
insanity. Murderer pigeon. I love my pigeons.
Ernie, I didn't expect you home so soon. Gee, Bert.
Sorry, Bert.
Oh, Bert, what are you doing with Clarice? That was Beatrice, wasn't it? I don't know.
Was that just... Oh, yeah.
They have... One of them has a name.
Yeah.
I think it might be Clarice.
Hello, Clarice.
It's not that. No, maybe that's what I was thinking.
Honey, have you seen the children? I haven't seen them since
lunch.
Oh, fuck. Oh, honey, I ate the kids.
Honey, I think I ate the kids. Honey. Oh, God. I think that's about
Yeah,
all
I think
the
that's a
time
good way to. That's a good way to. It's a good place to call it.
Yeah, I think it's been all we have for this time.
Laughing at
children
getting
join
eaten.
us. Children being eaten. So join us next time for another
On the interwebs.
on the internet, and maybe in 2 weeks or something.
No, it'll get up there.
Yeah, it'll be quicker. I'm just gonna cut it after the laughter, and I'm just gonna
Put in the outro.
I'll just do an outro song. Yep.